This truck is going all the way from Ireland, which we're currently in, all the way to the southern tip of the Sahara Desert. And that wind is bad. Woohoo! Nearly done. Have you actually been in that water?
Not yet, no.
Want to go off road?
And welcome back to episode 5 of my trek all the way from Ireland to the southern tip of Sahara Desert. I pick up from where we left off last episode, so sit back, buckle up and enjoy.
Today we are gonna get some water. I need to fill the water tanks up, 220 litres or so. Usually lasts me about 4, 5, 6 days, depending on how I use it, showering and whatnot. I'm not particularly sparing in my water, I'll be honest. I use it just like a house. But if I was to be sparing, it would last me a lot longer. So, and then we're going to make our way down the coast. I got some good places in mind. Weather's against me. It's been quite rough. I've enjoyed my little stay at, I can't even pronounce this place. It's called Ballyhernahernamene Beach. I'll put the text in there. It's Ballyhernahernamene Destroyed It Beach. So, let's make a way. And that's the road out. Nice and easy. Look at that. Let's go. It's always slow going on these roads, and this is pretty much the sort of roads that we're gonna get all the way now.
If you want your faith restored in humanity, I'm just going to show you what happened. I couldn't find any water. Churches always have a tap outside. Couldn't find one. I pulled into this household and asked the gentleman where he knew I could get water. This is what happened.
How are you?
Not so bad.
Need some water for my water tanks. That was lovely of that gentleman, allowing me to use his water. Normally, he was living by the side of a church. I just stopped there, and normally outside the church, there's a tap. Most often than not, there's a tap, but this, I couldn't find it, or it was too far out of the way. So I asked the gentleman if there's a tap nearby, and he said, yeah, just fill up with my water, no problem at all, which was awesome. Thank you very much. So I filled up my tanks about 70%. There's no point in me filling it up 100%. Just carrying too much weight, don't need it. Normally I would only fill up 100% if I knew I was going to be parking up somewhere for a week or a few days. But in this instance, there's no point in me carrying that extra water around when I don't need it. Back to driving. It's not great weather, but nevertheless, there's a pretty little bridge. Well, if you don't see it like this, it's very rare that you get a clear day. Let me just show you out the window.
After this point, I was driving for about 1.5 hours and quickly slowly realised that I couldn't get no fuel. There was just simply no fuel stations. But luckily I carry spare fuel, and it's important that I keep enough fuel in the tank because this particular vehicle heats up the fuel and it affects the temperature on the engine. So to run it low and work it hard is never a good thing. So I will ask, please forgive me for the poor sound quality because this is my waterproof camera.
So in my locker I keep a couple of cans. Wait, let me just wipe you. I keep a couple of cans. Easy to access, only 10 litres. Ta-da! Including me. Miserable weather. Nearly done. boots are now wet. I'm glad everything's in waterproof bags. That's miserable out there. Let me just give you a wipe. Oh, that's better. So I have just 10 litres of diesel. The fuel tank on this only holds about 80 litres anyway. But that'll give me a best part of, I think, 500 kilometres, 350, 380 miles. Blowing bubbles. So, let's make our way. There we go.
If you're a 4x4 driver or a campervan driver, do you carry spare fuel? Because there's so many people just don't. Let me know in the comments.
So let's just show you where we are currently. So let's zoom out. And you'll see that this is Northern Ireland. Yeah, we're slightly on an angle because of the way the nav is set up, you know. So we've got Belfast. We've made our way from Belfast all the way over to this area, and you can see it's all tracked where I started tracking it, you know. And then we are currently here. Let me zoom in. So I put actually way markers all the way around so I don't come off the Wild Atlantic Way. But you will notice that there are odd occasions where it'll do this to me. It's because there's probably a weight restriction or it's just difficult access, you know. So I don't really have much choice in that. It could be a low bridge, but I don't want to chance it anyway.
Can somebody please tell me how on earth this guy driving this camper can see out of his windscreen? It is completely and utterly steamed up. Let me zoom in. It's crazy.
Want to go off-road? Come on, then. Let me swing you round. It's good. Going along it's actually going, it's a little peninsula of sand. Looks exciting, and the weather's really bad. I wonder how deep this is. Not. It's always the unknown. What am I getting myself into? That's what I wonder.
Navigate off-road.
Yeah, I am off-road. I don't know if you noticed sat nav for the last 15 minutes. It's very pretty down here. Very pretty. I'm on the wrong road. I think I should have gone left up there. Well, this is where I am. It's tidal, so. Just parked up. Do you want to see what it's like? Come on then. Let me do the spin. Oh, look at that. Windy, I know. But nice though. Oh, and the sun. I reckon the tides are going to come up quite high. We're parked there. Holy moly. just a little bit out of the wind. And that wind is bad. Woohoo! Yeah, the wind is really bad now. But it's they have got the storm warnings. I mean, it's really rough. Let's have a little look over here. Want to see? Come on then. Look at that. As far as the eye can see. How amazing is that? Well, I'm just putting a coffee together. Do you want to watch? Yeah? Okay. Let's have a look. This is what I like to use. These are these Italian, I don't even know what they call, just a coffee thing. Just, I enjoy them. They're really good. And for myself, on my own, with no friends, I like to use this. Can't make a thing of making coffee. And that's it. So this is the bad boy. And it's awesome. I fill it up with water. Coffee, and then put it onto the hob and leave it boil, and it works an absolute treat. I've tried a couple of different coffee options, packets. I got a big coffee machine as well. I got a big Breville, but man, it weighs as much as a planet, so I don't bother bringing that. And I take a little bit of sugar for my sins. Nothing wrong with a bit of sugar. A little bit. Not 20. No, don't have to be a sugar monster. Right then, I'm going to enjoy my coffee.
So this is me being a good boy. Because how many times I wake up, I'm excited to go, and I forget to check things. So that I'm doing the oil, the tyres, and now I'm making sure everything's bolted to the floor. Because man, the amount of times I've smashed and broken things, I forget.
Yeah. Ah, it's a beast, isn't it? Hello.
That's alright, it's yours now.
Sorry? Yeah. I've got a few dogs.
Here, George, come on.
Yeah. Go on then. Just nosy, isn't it?
Or desperate.
Yeah. Enjoy your walk.
Thank you.
Take care. So let's make way. I had to turn it around last night. It was just unbelievably bad. So now I gotta do a thing. Try and get this in the right place now. Let's show you what I'm doing. 1, 2, 3.
Pulling out here, I have to be really careful because there's such a big drop. It's about 12 to 14 inches, so I'm having to balance the front wheel, because if I don't, it'd be quite easy to tip this beast over, and that's one thing I definitely want to avoid.
Have you actually been in that water?
Not yet, no.
That's the plan.
That's great.
Grand once you're in, it's the actual getting in is the worst. But
How cold is it?
Probably about 9 degrees, 10 degrees.
I can't believe. It's so cold. 8 degrees. That's Irish for you. They're really, really tough people. And she's just going in. Oh well, back onto normal roads.
Well, that brings us to an end of another episode, so don't forget to tune in next time. If you like this video, please consider giving it a thumbs up. If you have the hype option available to you, consider hyping this video so it gets noticed by others. In the meantime, keep safe, and I may see you on the road somewhere. Take care, bye for now.